everyone, my name is Celine and I am a 2013 CRS alumni via VPA. First and foremost, congratulations. I know it wasn't easy to get here, but you did it. There are a few things that aren't traditionally talked about during graduation, and one of those things is failure. You might be thinking, why would you bring up failure at a time like this? Failure is the closed door that so often leads to the journey of success, and it is so important that you pay attention to that. If you think about all of your failures and all of the things that you've gone through that have made things a little bit more difficult, you've had the opportunity to look back and say, I learned from that and I'm not going to do that again. Or I learned from this and I'm going to take this with me. When I graduated from Syracuse University in 2013, I went straight to New York City. I was so excited and I was thrilled, even more thrilled, that I had the opportunity to become a photo editor with an online publishing company that taught me so much. I was there for a few years and I had the opportunity to sit behind the desk. I learned graphic design, I picked up illustration, and became a viral illustrator for a little bit of time, and that was so wonderful for me. But the one thing that I learned the most was that I loved being on my feet. I love working on my feet. I love going from place to place. And this is so much about what this time is about for you. This is the opportunity for you to test out your career, to see if it works for you or not. Life is not one straight path, and you'll probably have the opportunity to see that. Now is the best time for you to test out what works for you. If you have a job that's already lined up for you, congratulations, that's amazing. And if you don't, that's amazing too, because it's all a part of the process of figuring out what works for you and what doesn't. And there's absolutely no shame in figuring that out. When I learned that working on my feet was something that was essential to just my existence, I realized maybe working behind a desk isn't meant for me anymore. And at that moment in time, I had to leave my job. I didn't fully want to, and I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I knew in my whole gut that it was time. And another important thing is to always listen to your gut, because your gut is your mind's way of reassuring you what is right and what is wrong, or maybe something that works for you, or maybe something that doesn't. And if you don't have an answer, your gut is something that will help you find the answer. So after I left my job, I came straight back home to Syracuse, and I didn't know what I was going to do for a little bit. But over time, I realized what a wonderful opportunity it was for me to gather everything that I had learned at my desk job to create my own job. And thus was the birth of my business, Cup of Rahman. I was able to work in all the different areas that I didn't get to work in that I wanted to so badly. And on top of that, I had the opportunity to branch out and go back to New York and sell my things in stores. I also ended up working in film when I came home. I learned to design, I learned to costume, and it was something that was so vital to my journey and just such a joy to do. I love all of it and I don't regret anything. So fail. It's okay to fail, but learn from your failures. Take your failures and use them as the journey to your success. Congratulations.